Should you buy a used rental car? With the shortage of automotive chips, we are once again not getting new cars, and the used car market is on fire. There's a lot of places to look for used cars, but rental cars are one option to consider. Every year, thousands of rental cars hit the used car market. But is it a smart choice, a good deal, or just forget about it? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lauren Fix. If this is your first time to the channel, we give you more than car reviews and first looks of new vehicles. We give you car smarts because we believe knowledge is power. Subscribe and click that little bell so you don't miss anything. Why are rental car companies selling their old vehicles? Well, rental car companies buy new vehicles to replace their old ones on a regular basis. They keep up with the inventory so that you drive newer vehicles, and this means they need to sell their old ones. So they go to auction, they go back to the dealer, or they go directly to you. Now, rental car companies buy fleets from the car manufacturer or a dealer under a buyback program. So around 15,000 miles, they can sell them back. But if it's got flood damage, collision, or certain other damage, well, it's not gonna go back to the dealer. It goes to auction or to one of their sale lots. For those vehicles that go back to the dealer, they have used cars to sell, and there's a shortage. And this is a benefit to both the rental car companies and the dealers. The rental car companies provide newer cars to you, and the manufacturer gets the benefit of letting you try the new cars before you buy them. Here are some pros to buying used rental cars. While rental fleet sales only offer used cars, they are often under factory warranty, and that includes powertrain warranty, which means it covers the engine and the transmission. If a mechanical issue pops up after a month, you can go to the dealer and it'll be covered for free. That makes sense. Another bonus of buying a used rental car is that they are cleaned and maintained regularly. Every time a customer returns a car, they clean it, they do some basic maintenance, and if there's any damage, they repair it because they want you to have a safe ride. Mechanics do the scheduled maintenance, and they fix those minor repairs before they turn it into a major issue. Now, another huge plus is buying a used rental car is that the sales process tends to be less stressful, and rental car purchases can score you a really good deal on a used car. But what if you change your mind? Buyer's remorse happens, and some rental car companies let you drive the vehicle for a few days before you finalize the deal, and you can either turn it in for another vehicle or get a full refund. All these tips and a lot more in my book, Lauren Fix's Guide to Loving Your Car. There's a link down below. We give you some great information so you don't have buyer's remorse. There are some cons to buying used rental cars. While rental cars have their advantages, there's some things that you really need to know, starting with higher mileage than most used cars. Drivers primarily use rental cars for trips or vacations, and the average usage of your car is around 12,000 miles. Rental cars is around 40,000 miles before they're turned in, and that could put you outside the drivetrain warranty. Rentals sometimes live a pretty tough life. Drivers treat them, beat the pulp out of them. I know people that do that because it's not their vehicle. Well, other people are very kind to them. Since it's not their property, some renters may smoke in their car, grind beach sand into the carpet, or leave Big Mac and fry stains on the back seat that you can't get out. In addition to those concerns, rental cars tend to be base models, stripped down. They don't have all the extra safety options and all the technology and all the goodies that we always talk about in our car reviews. So rental car companies know this. They want to rent the car and get the best value. So if you're looking for a vehicle to get you back and forth to work, rental car companies have them. But you're not going to get manual transmissions, 4G Wi-Fi, semi-autonomous driving, technology, great audio systems. You'll have to look elsewhere for that. Finally, while the low resale value helps you buy a lot of car for the money, it hurts you when you go to sell it. Potential buyers may try to lowball you, saying, oh, this was a rental car because it's on Carfax and vehiclehistory.com. They have all this information. Here are some tips on buying used rental cars. And if you're seriously interested, look for vehicles with extended powertrain warranties like Hyundai or Kia, 10-year, 100,000-mile warranties. And look for vehicles with high reliability scores, clean vehicle history reports, and safety features. But honestly, your best bet is to go to an ASE certified mechanic, get the full inspection, or take it to the dealer of the same brand. It might cost you $150, but you'll be really glad that you did this. It'll give you more than peace of mind. You'll know that you might have to walk away from that vehicle. Don't forget to pull a history report. Like the inspection, it's inexpensive and it's worth getting this information. You may find undisclosed repairs, collisions, and some other information on that report, which might help you negotiate a better price or not buy it at all. Now check to see if the vehicle has any open recalls, whether the work has been performed, and if not, it's generally pretty easy. You call the dealer, you ask for the service department, and you ask them to check recalls, technical service bulletins, things like Takata airbags, ignition switches, all those things that could cause safety issues, and you don't want to find yourself with a vehicle that hasn't had those upgrades done. Last, make sure your vehicle has safety features you want. Backup cameras have been standard since 2018, but automatic emergency braking won't be standard until 2022. So if you want those safety features like cross traffic alert, lane departure, you may have to look elsewhere because they're not going to be in those vehicles. So here's the bottom line. Buying a used rental car shouldn't be more stressful than buying any other car. And if you're willing to deal with higher mileage, the fact that it could be beaten on, and its history, just make sure that you go through all the research before you make the deal. A lot of people will make the deal based on impulse. You want to do it based on facts. And you don't want to end up with a lot of expensive repairs. I always say, as P.T. Barnum says, there's a but for every seat. If you don't find this vehicle, you'll find another. If you're torn between one vehicle or the other, we've probably reviewed it. You can check that out on our website. Car Coach reports. It's in English and Spanish. We have a lot of new contributors, and that information is there for you so you don't have buyer's remorse. If you got value from this video, give it a like and subscribe. Put your comments down below. If I didn't answer your question, I'll be more than happy to get you an answer, because the idea is to open up the conversation so we can all learn something and have car smarts. Don't forget to follow me on all forms of social media at Lauren Fix. I'm always putting up some really cool car information that might help you save a few dollars and learn something too. Oh, and check out our podcast, Total Car Score. We're having a lot of fun. If you like cars, you will love our podcast. It's on all platforms. We appreciate you watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.